Yeah. It's your boy Mark Spark. Another edition of the Mark Spark Show. I am your host, Mark Spark. What's good, my good people? Peace. How y'all doing today? Yeah, I hope it's good. I hope y'all in good health as you watching this, because I'm feeling real good. Had some good grub. Now we're gonna have a good conversation. So, today's episode, this is gonna be almost like a straight up conversation because I actually don't have anybody that I want to put on weirdish tonight. So I'm not gonna be clowning nobody tonight. That's good. I haven't really seen no weird shit. So that's always a good thing. It's been a good day. Been a good day. And I ain't have to deal with no weirdos. I ain't see no weird shit. Nobody didn't send me no weird shit to my inbox. So far we good on the weirdish for today. I know y'all look forward to that. Y'all get a kick out of it. Y'all think it's hilarious. I think it's funny sometimes too, but fortunately, not tonight. Not tonight. But we're gonna have a conversation. This is one of those like conversations where if you want, you can feel free to sound off in the comment section because I definitely want to hear you guys' perspectives and see what you're thinking on these topics that I'm coming out with. So you know. And I appreciate you guys bearing with me. We have the podcast coming soon, the Keep It Cultivating podcast. You can still get your gear at keepitcultivating.com. That's keepitcultivating.com for anybody that needed to hear it twice. But yeah, we got that. We gonna be doing not a restock because this is gonna be a first time thing. We're gonna be doing a new drop. We're gonna be doing a new drop on the site. I got some new merch coming, so look out for that because you know what I mean. That's gonna be dropping within the next 2 weeks or so. But if you want to stay up to date on that, you can subscribe to the newsletter. You know what I mean, and drop your emails on the website, and you can stay up to date with whatever we got going on with Mark Spark, Migrant Workers, Keep It Cultivating podcast, and such. So yeah, you might want to do that. Stay in the loop. So moving right along, because time is of the essence, and we ain't got time to waste. Told y'all that before. We ain't wasting no time. We getting right into it. So, also wait before we get into it. I'm sorry. I just wanted to also say that for anybody that's looking for like sponsorship opportunities that want to sponsor the upcoming podcast, or for anybody that's looking for promotional opportunities because we've been cultivating these subscribers, like, and for anybody that I'm gonna take this time right now actually, for anybody that has subscribed to the hashtag Mark Spark channel, I just want to thank you for that. I truly appreciate all the support, the continued support, because some of y'all been subscribed for a few years now, and then we have a whole bunch of new subscribers. So the people that have been fucking with me, I appreciate you. I just wanted to say that and shout y'all out and say thank you. And for all the new people that just came in, welcome aboard, and I appreciate you subscribing, and it's gonna be a fun ride. That didn't sound good. It's gonna be a fun ride rolling with your boy Mark Spark. You see, you never know what to expect. The excitement never stops. You know what I'm saying? So, moving right along. Yeah, back to the advertisement. If anybody wants to promote anything on our show, if anything wants to promote anything on our website or any of the above, you can reach out to keepitcultivating@gmail.com. That's keepitcultivating@gmail.com. But if you have a bad memory, you could just go to keepitcultivating.com and then shoot us an email and we'll get back to you as soon as possible. All right, let's get into it. So, tonight episode is a little bit different because I want to have like a kind of deep discussion with you guys. Like, I think this is important, and it's important to hear it from somebody that you know people are kind of listening to at this point. So I wanted it to be me. And I wanted to say like the importance of not following trends. What is the importance of not like why is it so important to not, I repeat, why is it so important to not follow trends? To not follow trends. And I think that this is a discussion that, us people that have kids, like as parents, this is something that we need to discuss with our kids and explain to them the importance of why you shouldn't follow trends. You want to be the person that people follow. You want to be the person that sets the trends. Number one. And a lot of these trends I see nowadays, like little kids be ending up dead from doing like something they seen on TikTok or something of that nature. So, you know, we can't always like you could try to monitor what your kids watch or whatever content that they're gonna consume, but realistically it could only be to a certain extent. You know what I mean? It's gonna be times where they're gonna come across things that you might not even want them to view or be, clicking on, but it may happen. So because of that, it's like it's important to have certain discussions with the youth and with these younger people and trying to explain to them like, sometimes it's good to be the oddball. Sometimes it's good to be the person that stands out and doesn't do what everybody else is doing. And at times you might not seem like you the lit person. People might not see it. But eventually, like, you know, eventually you'll grow into this like lit, like you have this lit, like yo, even me myself, I could use myself as an example, and I'll say like, there was times where, even right now where I'm not really having fun, like I'm just working hard, I'll be stressed out, you know what I'm saying? And I'll be stressing the people close to me out. You know what I mean? Like, shout out to them though. I got a good support system right now. Like, got good peoples around me. But yeah, like it be times I'm not even having fun, and I see people. It'll seem like they having fun. They out every week partying, doing this, doing that, and then it's like I thought about it. I'm like, shit. I'm not even young anymore. you know what I mean? I'm in my 30s, so I've had my share of bar nights, and I've had my share of like breaking night, doing all kind of craziness when I was younger. So, for me, it's easy to lock myself in the office and just be stuck working, stuck in the computer, like, you know what I'm saying? Stuck doing whatever, stuck running around, stuck going here. Like, it's easy for me to stay focused on like building and growing my brand because I've had my fun, and at times it gets lonely, but it's like shit. You focused on getting to it, so I say that to say like a lot of people that was out seeming like they having fun, then later on these people is like struggling. These people is like really struggling, like not just financially, but people be struggling with all kind of demons, and it's like man, like I look at it and I just for certain people I'll be feeling bad for them. I'll be like, damn. You wish you could help certain individuals. You really can't help everybody. Sometimes you just gotta focus on yourself and your family and the people that's like your immediate like family. Like that's your family, your unit. You know what I mean? That's your family, your family structure. So like, you know what I mean? Like you just gotta help the people that's close to you that want to help themselves, and they also want to help you. And I think at times we get lost. Like we get lost, especially like good-hearted people. We get lost in trying to like save people that don't want to be saved. They don't realize that certain behaviors is self-destructive behaviors. You only like hurting yourself. You know what I mean? And it's like I try to like I try to use as much as myself and my experiences as I can to try to like help people to not like have to go through certain hardships because if it could be avoided, like if you know the stove is hot, you just finished cooking, and you tell me, yo, I just finished cooking, you might not want to touch that stove, you're gonna burn yourself. I'm gonna be the guy that I'm gonna take your advice. I'm gonna be like, yo, let me wait before I touch it. Or if I do, I'm gonna put like some of them mittens on or some shit or whatever. You feel me? But I'm not gonna just wipe my ass with what you say and then just go do it because I know that I might hurt myself. So it's like certain people, I feel like you can't help them because it's like they want to hurt themselves and they want to hurt you because they mad that you're in a position to help them. So they mad that it's you. Like they would rather someone else come to save them. You know what I'm saying? Like I be feeling that like that with certain individuals. That's why like I don't talk to certain individuals. Like I just go my ways because it's like those kind of people you never know like what they'll do to hurt you. Like even though you wouldn't like all you want to do is help people. Like you don't want to really hurt no one, but people like that you help, like you know, they'll be the ones that'll do you in. So I try to like keep it cultivating and just keep it pushing. But the youth, the youth is a different, you know what I mean, is a different story because the youth, we could still save them. Like you could still show them, like, hey man, some of y'all is headed in the wrong direction. It's nothing but heartache. You know what I'm saying? Nothing but heartache and losses going this way. And we could be the ones to show them that. But it's like I don't know. I just feel at times like even me when I was young, I wasn't really trying to listen to some of the older cats that actually did care about me and my well being. You know, like some of them did. Some of them actually, you know, shout out to my man P from upstairs. Like he used to tell me, I used to cut school, go to his house. He would tell me like, yo, why you ain't in school right now? You know what I'm saying? Like he was like an older brother to me. You know what I'm saying? And my man Bulot, like those was like older brothers and shit. My man Mike, like you know, these wasn't just guys that was around me. They was around me, telling me like, yo, you get your shit together. Like at times, like there will be times where niggas would tell me like, yo, why you cutting school? You need to get it together, bro. Like or whatever. Like they didn't want to see me out there doing dumb shit. So you know, it's very rare to find people that actually care about you. And I don't know. I think a lot of these trends, a lot of the trends that they have is like very destructive now, and it's like that's why these kids, like the killers, are becoming younger and younger. Like these kids are just killing the people's dying young, but these young people is killers too. So it's like it's just crazy, and it's like you don't gotta follow the trend. Like to be cool or to seem like you lit or to be lit or to have a you don't have to follow the trend. You don't have to be like everybody. You could be in your own little corner and be cool. And then you'll be cooler than them because you're gonna outlive a lot of the people that you think is cool. And that's the sad fact about it. It's like a lot like just off of addiction and this is why I say you don't gotta follow the trends. You know what I mean? Like just off addiction alone, so many people like that I grew up with is no longer even with us. Like and that shit bothers me. Like it hurts my heart and it bothers me and it's sad. Like it's really sad. Like you know what I mean? When you think about it, it's like yo, I wonder if like they had someone around them to like talk to them and tell them like yo, you don't got to do this. Whatever problems you're going through, like I'll help you. Like you know what I'm saying? Like or somebody that could really help them. You know what I'm saying? Like it just I don't know, it just bothers me. So I just be trying to tell people like people that know me personally, like that I fuck with, they know that they could come to me and I'm there. Like if I'm with you, I'm with you. Like if I fuck with you, I fuck with you. You know what I mean? And that's just what it is. It's like I would never like, you know, but at the same token, you gotta be willing to help yourself. Like you gotta be willing to like do your part. You know what I mean? And that be the problem with a lot of people is like, you know, they'll attach themselves to you and drain you of all your energy. They'll drain you of all the sauce and then leave you just broken. And it's like, I can't do that either. You know what I mean? Because I worked extremely hard to get to where I'm at. and I've endured a lot, and I've persevered through a lot to get here. Like, you know what I mean? So it's like that's why I'm very selective. That's why I don't play games. That's why I'm straight to the point. Like that's why, because it's like just just getting to this point, the amount of losses that I took, the amount of like pain that I endured and persevered from. It's like I'm not playing no games with nobody. So, you know, me, when it comes to me, I just want to be that guy that like talks to the people and tells the people like, yo, this is what it is. This is where I came from. This is what I seen. This is what I know for a fact. So you don't want to do this. You might want to do this, that, and the third. Yeah, I could be that guy. I could be the guy that take some of them street guys out of the street and bring them into corporate buildings. I could be that guy. Like, you know what I'm saying? To give people another way, like for real, and not like these promoters trying to rob you. You know what I'm saying? Not like these promoters trying to take your money. Like nah, like I'm like one of those people that like I really want to help people. Like, and I feel like with this platform, I'm gonna be able to help people that probably wouldn't have been able to get views, get a whole bunch of like exposure and a whole bunch of eyes on them from important people. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's that. Like, but yeah, it's not like I'll never get behind no trendy shit or whatever. Like, you gotta be yourself, of course. Like, and that's just something I even tell my own child. Like yo, you can't follow the trends, bro. You gotta be original. You gotta be your own self. And it's weird because it's like he's so young, but he gets it. He grasps the concept of what I'm explaining to him when I tell him, like, yo, it's really not good to follow trends because at some point you got to be able to think for yourself. If you become too much of a follower, how will you be able to determine if this is like something that might lead to my death or something? Like they might have you jump off a cliff one day. What, you gonna do that because that's the new TikTok trend? It's trending on TikTok. It's like, nah, bro. Like you just gotta, and not only that, but I could show him pictures of some of my friends, like how they have them school pictures. I show him pictures of like the class pictures of me and my friends, and he be looking like at some of the stuff some of my classmates was wearing, and he'd be laughing at them, and I'm like, yo, bro. The interesting thing about that is he'd be laughing at some of my classmates, and I'll be like, yo, bro, that used to be the style back then. I used to want that shit, but your grandmother wouldn't buy it for me. Thank you, ma. Now, say that, thank you. But yo, certain shit I used to want it, and my mom, that would be the style and shit. And like, my mom's wasn't doing it. She was like, I ain't dressing you like that. Get the hell out of here. She's like, I don't care if that's the style or not. Like, I'm gonna make sure because it's like you represent your parents. Like, you know what I mean? The way that you appear, you're a representation of your parents in a sense. So it's like, she like, nah, you not wearing that shit to school. Like, you ain't dressing like them other kids. Yo, she would take us right to like Macy's or like I don't know if y'all remember A&S back in the days. Like, yo, she would take us there, like buy us some shit. Like we would always have name brand shit, but we didn't look like the other kids. Like we didn't dress like the other kids. Like that just wasn't it. And then looking back, like the shit that I had on, I used to be wearing like polo and all type of other shit. So it's like, wow, I'm like, wow, my mom used to have me fresh. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like looking back on it, like, yo, she used to have me fresh. Like the shit that I actually wanted, like the shit that I used to want to wear, that shit would look dumb as fuck. Like word, that was, I guess, where I learned like not to follow trends. Like, I'm glad that she never like used to let us follow the trend because like I could look at any pictures of myself as a little kid, and like my gear, like all my clothes was like name brand, like fresh, like all that shit. Like I would wear it now. You know what I mean? So the shit that I wear now, some of the shit I wear now is like shit that she was buying me when I was a little kid. You know what I mean? Too. You feel me? Like I still buy like some of the same shit. So it's like she was dressing me fresh, and I was trying to follow the trends. And then I would have been looking crazy. I would have been looking like at these pictures with my son, and he would have been joking on me. Instead, he joking on my classmates. You know what I'm saying? My son's looking at the shit I'm wearing. He's like, oh, you actually, you actually look, you know what I mean? He's like, you were skinny. You know what I'm saying? But like, yeah, like, that's what he really said about me. Like, oh shit, you were skinny. Like, you know what I'm saying? But fucking my clothes, he couldn't say nothing about how I was dressed though. Like at all. Word. Thank you, Ma. Thank you. Thank you for that. Cause fucking with my dad, I would have been wearing Wolverines instead of Timbs. But that's a whole nother that's a whole nother topic. Like I'll get into that when I'll get into that story another day. I'll stick to the script here, and that's not following trends. So, that was just my story on me not following trends because, and learning at an early age and looking back now saying, you know, I just think, and I used to get mad. I used to get really mad at my mom. Like, oh, she's hating on me. Why she don't want to get me this? Why she buying me this shit? And yo, looking back, she used to buy me some fly shit, yo. Like, word, like she used to buy me some fly shit. Like, I can't lie. Like my mom, but then again, she from Harlem. You know what I mean? My mom's is from Harlem. So that's like I guess the Harlem in her. Like when she used to buy me clothes, she would buy me fly shit. Like I ain't gonna front. Like I'll give you that. Like word. But yeah, people. So keeping it cultivated, growing forward. Young people, please do not follow the trends. Be the trendsetters. You know what I mean? And when you do set trends, just understand that that's a big responsibility that you have with the trends that you setting. People gonna be following you, especially if you go like viral with something that you do, people gonna be following you, and you're gonna have like a huge responsibility on your back. So just make sure that whatever trends you set, and you're not sending people in the wrong direction. That you sending them, you know what I mean, upward, not backward or downward, and that you keeping it cultivating in that process. So thank everybody for tuning in. If you can, please, if you feeling this video, give me a like. You know what I mean. Subscribe to the channel because there's a whole lot of content coming. We got the Keep It Cultivating podcast coming. Subscribe to the Keep It Cultivating podcast YouTube channel as well because we're trying to grow that channel as well so that when that first episode drops next week, we can just go in with a bang. But yeah, thank y'all. Much love. Always remember, keep it cultivating, growing forward. I'm out. Peace.